Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Sir Markadu here, getting ready to do what we do. This is going to be a great broadcast this morning, so make sure you have some pen and paper. Thank God it's a broadcast and not a show. But this is going to be off the Richter scale. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things should be added unto you. We're getting ready to take the puppy to another level. How to create your own broadcast. There's a lot of people out here that have following, that have people following, people liking them. They always wondered what it'd be like to have their own broadcast on a wonderful network. Well, we're going to have a brother here today. His name is James Green. And the name of his platform is The Praise House. So you go online, go ahead and look it up while we go ahead and do a little research on him before we get going. I mean, the things that we were talking about yesterday was so dynamic. He was in my office, and how important is this media thing? It's crazy. But I want to wrap up some things. His name is James Green's ThePraiseHouse.com. So just go online, ThePraiseHouse.com. It's Praise, praise, ThePraiseHouse.com. Now, I want to wrap up what we were talking about yesterday first, just to make sure that we get a clear understanding about business and family. And I'm talking about the youth right now, how important it is that we educate our children around business. It never ceased to amaze me how much we don't know as a people about raising our children that have basic information about business. Just basic. Humdrum things they're supposed to know. And it's like, and we were talking about this yesterday. We were talking about the word ignorant, right? And it just sounds so negative, the word ignorant. But it's not a bad word. It's just a person that's unknowing. That's all it is. And there's nothing wrong with not knowing. And the thing is, deal with the youth. When you deal with the youth, I talked to somebody, one of my staff, and I told her, I said, there's people even like her. I told her I wasn't biting my tongue. I know it's hard to swallow. I said, you put these people, your children and your grandchildren, to the back burner. You just slide them on back. And I know some people personally that's guilty of that stuff too. So, I mean, but that's just the nature of mankind. They just, when it comes to their children, they don't care if they miss this or miss that. And, why we got to do that? Then bring him and her or whatever. And it is weird in a sense. But it's just the nature of the beast, right? But we have to change the way we do business when it comes to our children. We have to expose them to more. I had a pastor here yesterday, and he came in for the appointment and everything, and I was sharing with him, because he said, okay, what about these youth? I said, okay, here we go. I said, the youth are having a very difficult time, because I went to his church Sunday, and they're having a difficult time competing, identifying with the business realm, right? So he commenced. I'm not scared of him. If he was sitting right here, I don't care. I told him anyway. He commenced talking. He ain't talking. But I sat back for a minute and I said, this is not, hold on please. Jamil, I'm on the air. Jump on it. I'm on the air. We'll talk. We'll talk in a minute. All right, babe. So, I sat back and I knew what was going to happen. Because he's a preacher and most preachers do it, he started talking and talking and talking. And not one time, as far as I'm concerned, he hit it on the nose. Well, he was right about the tragedies, and the calamities of the things that is going on. Those are things that everybody know about. That our kids are going to hell, and fast, on a fast track. But I told him, I don't want to talk about that no more. As soon as he took I got it, I said, hey, Pastor, I don't want to talk about this no more. I don't want to talk all about the bad things, all the bad things that we already know about. I already know about that. I said, to utilize my power and my strength, I said, there's something that's got to happen, a fundamental shift, okay? I said, when we're dealing with the clergy, they want to talk 90% of the time, and the person that's bringing them the power and the energy, they want them to talk 10% of the time. I said, that's got to be a shift in there. You got to listen 90%, and and the other person, right, is speaking. Now you need to be listening while the other person is talking. You got to do it. And I told him right in his face, and he took it real good. Because I said, see, I'm not here to slam pastors. I'm here to enhance their thought processes. When are they going to... And then he really realized, clicked on him. He said, I can't do it all. And most of these pastors, they do, like me, they got all these things going on. They need certain people to do certain things. I said, but they're doing too much. I said, there's a case in point. You got to sit back. Come on in, Brother Green. This is a network. This is a broadcast.
Yes, sir.
This is not a show. So we can laugh and go to the bathroom if you need.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right? So we're going to go ahead. I'm going to adjust these cameras. I'm just wrapping up some yesterday's topic.
Yes, sir.
And the main objective here is that I'm going to bring you involved with this.
Okay.
And I just was telling the listening audience that most people, what they do is, pastors.
Yes, sir.
When you're bringing them a project,
yes, sir,
they talk 90% of the time and they don't give you a chance to even do your project. By the time, listen to this, by the time I really start to really engage him,
yes, sir,
I gotta go.
Yeah.
He had another appointment.
Right.
And that's usually what happens. And we gotta change that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so from now on, when I deal with a pastor,
yes, sir,
especially one-on-one,
yes, sir,
I would say, I need you to do me a big favor.
Yes, sir.
I need you to listen.
Listen. There you go.
Let me do the most of the talking.
Right, right.
So you have a bird's eye view of really what's going on.
Right, right.
If you're doing most of the talking, pastor, that means I'm not getting through to you.
Yes, that's it. You're absolutely correct about that.
I know, correct the move.
Yes,
sir. So we have to be a lot more aggressive.
Yes.
When we're dealing with pastors.
Yes, sir.
They got enough on their plate to keep their parishioners. But what most pastors, what they don't have is a successful financial program for the youth.
Yes, sir. Yes,
they
sir.
don't.
And
think about this. And I tell some people, don't think. Don't think about this.
Right.
Just let me say it.
Right.
Who's going to pay the tithes and offering in the future if you don't have the youth doing it? If you don't educate them on how to do it. I go to churches and I watch some of the youth. They are not tuned in.
Right.
They tuned up because you
Right.
ask a 14, 15, 16-year-old
Mm-hmm.
one fundamental question.
Right.
What is something that you think about almost every day, all day long?
Mm.
What is that one or two things that you think about?
Mm.
The top one or two are going to be
Right.
what? Money.
Money. Money. Right.
Because they don't know
Right.
anything.
Right. Right.
Their
Right.
parents ain't teaching them anything about
Right.
finance.
Right. And sir, getting back to what you were saying
Yes.
about the pastors don't know everything.
They don't know that part because,
Right.
let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Pastors that knew better
Yeah.
would
Yes,
do
sir.
better.
Yes, sir. They would.
They would, if they would already knew about fundraising and how to teach their youth how to raise funds.
So now, why not get a Sir Markadu that knows how to do it,
Yes.
and let Sir Markadu run a program within the ministry or within the church,
Easy.
and
Easy.
done.
Popping.
Right.
But the beauty of it is,
Yes, sir.
oh man. Once the youth understands
Yes,
the
sir.
fundamental
Yes, sir.
things of
Yes, sir.
raising capital,
Yes, sir.
they'll teach other youth how to do it. We don't have to do it all the
No.
time. It frees up the pastor. The pastor now
Right.
can have a whole organization of youth.
Mm-hmm.
They got their own money.
Right.
They have their own. So when the General Assembly
Yes, sir.
says we need to do something with the youth,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden they say, well, they already have their own money.
So you actually got the kingdom taking care of the kingdom versus the world trying to take care of the kingdom.
That's it.
And the kingdom running to the world
That's it.
for what they need.
You got it, buddy.
So now what you do, you say, okay, world, I don't need you anymore.
Yes.
Because you taught the youth.
Yes.
And then the youth has got it.
And they're
Then they're
teaching you.
teaching the youth. And then you got a movement going all over the world.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
What's wrong with it coming from, hey, listen,
Nothing.
I'll tell everybody right now, okay, don't act like I ain't even bring this up. I want you all to be the one to be
Yes,
able to
sir.
say, I'm doing it.
Yes,
You don't
sir.
have to even
Yes,
mention
sir.
my
Yes, sir.
name.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
get it done.
Let's get it
And
done.
don't worry about who started it.
Right.
And you can steal it from me. Steal whatever ideas I have, but put it to work.
Because this is actually a radical movement. And the word
It better
radical,
be.
the word radical just means change.
Really?
Yeah, that's all it means is change.
I didn't know that.
But
So
most
we
people
get ready
think
to do
radical
about
is
beating
just-
up somebody.
Yeah.
Shooting somebody.
Right. All
Having
it
to
means
scream
is-
at somebody.
No, it just means change.
Wow. Look that up, y'all. What
Look that
radical
up.
means.
Right.
It means change.
And we need to change. We need to change the system of what our children are going through right now. Because they've been taught to go to school, get a good education, go to college, and get a good job.
And give your money away.
Right. How has that worked for us so far?
No.
It hadn't
It did
worked.
not work.
So now we need a new economic system
That's it.
that's going to work for us.
And this will work.
Yes, sir.
This is going to work.
Yes, sir.
And listen, watch this. I want to say one word that really makes
Okay.
sense. And we don't use this word too much.
Yes, sir.
It's called affiliate.
Mmm.
Affiliate program.
Affiliate program.
You got a guy
Yes,
that
sir.
sells cars,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
How many more cars we'd love to sell if some of our youth was selling those cars and they were getting a commission? How many more cars would he sell?
Man, he would sell
He opened up lots all over the
right,
place.
all over the place.
Not to get the money. And I'm teaching people, don't do it for the money.
Right.
Do it for other people getting the money.
Right.
It'll be a natural phenomenon.
Right. And doing it with the youth.
It's crazy. I'm talking about seeing the youth. I see most people look at youth. What age is it when you would consider the youth? What age?
What age?
What age is the
8
youth?
to 80.
He said 8 to 80. I never heard that. That's awesome. Because it has really no age.
Right.
Youth is a mindset.
There you go.
It's not an age.
There you go.
It's a mindset.
That's right.
If you feel young,
Yeah.
you young,
Young.
baby.
That's right.
Can you imagine some of us elder folk
Uh-huh.
getting down with some of the young folks, and the young folk teaching them how to do business again?
Mm-hmm.
And how excited is this elder going to be?
Wow.
Come on.
They gonna be really excited.
This is why exactly why
Yes, sir.
when I was a child,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
People used to say, "I like you. You're sharp."
Mm-hmm.
You know, at 11 years old, I already knew the 5 principles to international business and marketing. I learned from two Jew brothers.
Yeah.
So I already knew things. So the other things they were teaching me, and I was using my own wit too.
Right.
Me talking to somebody that was 40 years old and talking to them about, business.
Right.
They said, where you get that information from?
Right.
And I never told them. I said, I just knew.
Right.
That's where we got to get to.
Yeah.
That our children are so powerful
Yes, sir.
on their own.
Yes, sir.
And it has to be a radical movement.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be.
It has to be, because there needs to be a change with our youth. Because if we don't change our youth, we're in trouble.
We're in big trouble now.
Yeah, we're in big trouble. We're in huge trouble.
If we have the power
Yes, sir.
and the ability to change it.
See, the Bible says in Deuteronomy, it says that God gives us the power to get wealth. He didn't say that he was going to give us money. He didn't say he was going to give us wealth. He said, I'm going to give you the power to get wealth.
Wow. So I'm saying the right word.
Yes, sir.
The power and the ability.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but see, to see it happen through a youth movement.
Yes.
Hey, listen, once I get it done, Lord, you can call me home.
Yes, sir.
Call me home, because that's all I want to do now. It's like, this is all I want to do.
And that's the call on your life.
That's all I want to do. I don't even care anymore about making money.
Because once we change the youth,
yes, the world has changed.
the world is changed.
And there's nothing wrong with it. We're still going to have our thugs and hoods and all that.
Right.
But I'm going to flip them too.
Right.
I'm going to flip a lot of them. The justice system is going to love us from here to California, from Canada down to New Mexico.
No, they might hate you.
Yeah, well, they going to hate.
Because, see, the justice system is built on getting these young brothers and sisters in the system.
But they're coming too fast.
So that they can work their private corporation.
Right, exactly. Well, we know about concentration camps and all that's going to happen.
So why not create a system here?
Yes.
To where we pull them in.
Yes.
And they work the system for themselves.
Yes.
And guess what?
Yeah.
They build the large corporations.
Yes.
Now they have the power.
I'm going to tell you something. The justice system. Every now and then I want you to
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, the justice system, I'm telling you, God is my witness now. They are overwhelmed.
Yes.
They got too many kids coming through. You think the jails are full? Listen, let me tell you something, folks. They ain't gonna have enough kids to still, because all of them ain't gonna do right.
All of them.
So you gonna have plenty of kids to get.
But see, in Georgia, they got this test called the CRCT that they give the children in the 3rd grade.
Really?
They're testing them to find out how many will be in prison.
Wow.
So that they know how many prisons to build.
Percentages.
And then they go out and get the corporations involved.
And start marketing towards it.
Right. And so now the corporations get cheap labor to push their product, to make their product through the prison.
But that system's going to collapse at some point.
Yeah, it's got to
collapse. How much money can they make?
How much?
You got watch this.
Yeah.
Eventually, if you have the corporations that feel that way, I would love to tell you corporations out there to come see me, and I'll get you some bright, strong young minds, and that you don't need to send out children through that system, because you have smarter kids that are marketing towards other kids that have the money. So put your marketing dollars towards winners, and not losers.
Right. But what we need to do, we need to just take our kids and teach them that system, so that they can become the big corporation.
There you go, and it's happening now.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm not going to rest until God gets the best.
And I know you ain't
Oh
gonna rest.
man, you know how I am. Now I'm gonna shift a little bit.
Okay.
Well, no, before I shift.
Okay.
This is something that you gotta let the parents in on it, because the parents, it's not their fault that they never know nothing about
right,
business and all that.
Right.
If you don't educate the parent, at least know that your child is going in a particular direction,
right.
they're gonna sabotage the whole thing.
Right.
The parents gonna sabotage the whole thing.
Right.
I guarantee you.
Right.
This is the deal. If my mother knew that I was making more money than her at 13 and 14 years old,
right.
what do you think she would have did to me?
Like, what?
She would sabotage me.
Yeah, exactly.
She said, give me all that.
Give me all that. Yeah, give me all that, because what you doing making that much money? Right.
So, now I'm going to end it with that. Educate the parents. When you educate the child somewhat first, then you realize, get the child to invite the parent in.
That's right.
Second.
Yes.
So they now got a bird's eye view. If you have a real good parent, you bring them along at the same time as the child.
And the parent might want to say, look, can I sit in on
that's
these
what
classes?
we want.
Because I need these classes.
That's what we need.
Right. Exactly.
You hit it.
Exactly.
And this is easier done than said. It's really easier done than said.
Right.
We can really...
Because like you said, it's a mindset. All you doing is changing the mind of the young people. And you changing their mind to say, okay, you got to have this business mind.
Yes.
You got to have this mind of an entrepreneur.
Yes.
You can't have a mindset of going out and
thug,
getting a job or being
or
a
robbing
thug
somebody.
or robbing somebody.
But see, and I like that, because this is the mindset of our youth right now. They learn so fast.
Yes.
All they gotta do is put one little song out there, hippity hop, hip hop, and you're done.
Right.
Their mindset is now you got more concrete up there.
Right.
Getting their minds solid on something that's negative. Soon as they realize that they can make some money, and then they can control their own destiny.
Right. And do it legally,
morally, and ethically.
Right.
Legally, morally, and ethically.
Yes, sir.
It's done.
It's done.
So here we go. We're going to show the world how we're going to take media, the media medium,
yes, sir,
and use it in a way. There's so many of you out here that don't have a clue how to use media.
That's right.
You think about it all the time. I would love to have. How many people you think listen to my voice right now wish they were doing what I'm doing right now?
Ooh, a whole lot.
Right from home.
Yes. Right from home.
Right from home. Right from their job.
Right.
Right from their car.
Right. Right from anywhere. Actually.
Right from anywhere.
Yeah.
And that's why you're here, James. This is James Green. Everybody, I want to invite him in. James Green, go ahead and introduce yourself, and what is the name of your program? What do you do?
Well, my name is James Green, and I'm with thepraisehouse.com and also Kingdom Business Communications Network. And what we do is actually what Samarka do is saying we actually set people up with media so that they can use media to their advantage.
That's it in a nutshell.
That's it in a nutshell.
The lines are open. Give him about 5 more minutes. We're going to talk a little bit more, him and I. 404-286-6700. This is going to be something that's going to take your life, your community, your family to a whole nother level and dimension. Okay?
Yes.
So, let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Okay. The Praise House. Tell us about the Praise House. When did it start?
About 9 years ago.
9 years ago.
Mark could do.
Why?
Huh?
9 years ago, and why?
The reason why, because I was working for a Christian radio station at the time, and I was sitting there in the studio, and I was working for this station, but then I seen so many people come through that had broadcasts, and so many people had these outrageous bills, but then they couldn't afford being on radio.
Okay, now what's the average price of radio?
Man, the average
just on gospel.
Let's just say and this was AM. Let's just say the average monthly price was anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000.
Okay, there you go.
Month.
Now there you go. Now go ahead. You can, now we know what
So
the
it was
outrageous
costly.
bill. What's an outrageous bill?
It was an outrageous bill.
And it still is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's going up even higher and higher. And then so actually God gave me the vision to start a radio station on the internet. Now, at that particular time, starting a radio station on the internet, that was almost like unheard of 9 years ago. But now, as technology has progressed, now we've been 9 years running strong. And now we run a radio station on the internet just as if it was a traditional radio station.
Yeah. So you're going through the internet. It sounds like radio. Now, when they broadcast it, they can only listen to it on the with a device like a laptop.
You can listen to on a device like this phone right here, because of apps, and also we have a regular phone number that people can call on a landline or even a cell phone.
So they can listen from a landline.
Yes,
just
sir.
sit there like they talk to their
Yes,
mama.
Just say, for instance, they don't have a smartphone. They can dial the number, and they can call, and they can listen to
And patch in.
And patch in. Right.
How many people can listen in at one time when they patch in?
How many people in
On
the
the
world?
earth.
Right.
So your history in radio, because you, matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't even think about it. I just thought about this. About 17, maybe 18 years ago,
Yes.
this guy walks into my first store. This is the first
Yeah.
store I had.
Yeah.
Legitimate, real first store.
Yeah.
So this guy walks in. I don't know how you heard about me, but he walks in. He starts talking about radio. And I started my radio program from there.
Yep.
And so 17 years later, here you are again.
Yeah.
But this time we're on a different path.
On a different path.
And I knew then, the money was kind of hard. I don't know how many days we were on, maybe 1 or 2
We
days.
were just one day.
Yeah.
We were just like 2 days.
Yeah, so I think it cost me like $75 a day
Yeah.
a night then.
And then it was at night.
It was at night. And
When it was
I don't
no
even
power.
think the quality of
The quality
It was way-
of the people. See, on AM radio, at night, what they do, they go down in power.
the watts, what they call
The
it?
watts are like 500 watts at that time. So you might catch maybe 5 or 10 miles of a city. Okay? So you paying all this money for maybe 5 or 10 people to hear you.
Wow. And that had to be I mean, mind-boggling to you.
Right.
But then here comes internet radio.
Internet radio where you have no boundaries, no limits. So it's like internet radio, you can broadcast all over the world.
Yes.
And people can hear you all over the world.
Clarity.
Clarity.
Like talking on the phone.
You have, see, with regular radio, you have boundaries. They can't, you can't cross this line, you can't cross that line because of the frequency.
Right.
But on the internet, it's just wide open.
Yes.
You worldwide.
Like a tunnel. So right over the pipeline.
Pipeline, just all over the world.
Wow.
So we're broadcasting right now in 104 countries.
You did the Praise House is.
The Praise House is. In
How many people are on your network?
1.5 million.
1.5 million people.
Right.
Okay.
Right. So that build up from 9 years till now. Okay. So that shows you the power of the internet, of how many people really actually tune into the internet. They tune into the internet through their computers and also through their cell phones.
And other devices.
And other devices, right.
Oh my God. Now, you've been doing this so long, but you still don't see that market wide open yet. I mean, there's a lot more to do, right?
Yeah, it's a lot more to do because of the situation, because people are just getting into technology.
Yes.
And they're just learning about technology.
Yes.
But once they get it,
when are you going to get it? Somebody got to teach it.
somebody's got to teach it.
And this is when
This is when
part of it when I
So
come out
marketing-
here. This is why I'm
Yeah.
bringing it to you.
Yes.
See, and we're limited here. I'm
Yes.
on Ustream.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
How many people in Ustream country do you think is listening to me right now? Not many.
Not many. Mm-mm.
Because if I don't market myself
Right.
to the Ustream, my
Right.
people,
Right.
they can't get in. But if I ran an ad or commercial
Mm-hmm.
through your network
Mm-hmm.
of 1.5
Mm-hmm.
and said, hey folks,
Mm-hmm.
you want to start your own?
Right.
Now.
Right. Now.
Now, here we come.
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
meet
sir.
people like Ryan Cameraman.
Mm-hmm.
People that got
Right.
people on his network that have 500,000 followers.
And then we
200,000
and-
followers.
And then we have such a marketing tool to market the shows, the broadcasts, the commercials and things of that nature, to where we can capture so much information. See, with a traditional radio station or even television station, they can just give you estimates of listeners,
Oh,
of
yeah,
viewers.
estimates, yeah,
they give you
guesstimates.
an estimate, guesstimate. But see, on the internet, you get precise and accurate information
Wow.
of who's listening
Yes.
and who's viewing.
Yes.
You know, you can even tell the state, the city, the country, and also what device they're on.
Wow. See, people now. Somebody is really technical.
Mm-hmm.
They say that's no big thing.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, I can do that.
But you, as a businessman, right,
need to know that,
you need to know that because numbers is important to you.
right?
You know, because you're a numbers man when it comes to business.
Right.
So you need to know where your marketing dollars are going.
Yes.
If you don't know where your marketing dollars are going, it's just like you throwing it just out there to the wind.
Yeah.
And it's just out there.
Come back.
Hey, I'm just throwing something out
And please
there.
come back.
Right. When you go to cable TV, when you go to regular radio, when you even go to regular TV, that's what you're doing. You just throwing it out there to see, hey, I'm just throwing something on
And I
the wall
hope
to see
something
it
happens.
stick.
Yeah.
Right, right.
And then when the phone don't ring,
Right. Right. Then you worried
you put
because
too much money into it.
you got all this money into it.
Yeah.
And you have no ROI. You have no return on investment.
See, this is very, very important. I really didn't really want to get into the numbers.
Oh, okay.
I think it's kind of early.
Yes, sir.
We still got things.
Yes, sir.
That,
Yes,
the lines. I'm just gonna open up the line.
Yes,
the
sir.
lines are open. 404-286-6700. 404-286-6700. You know, we talking, and I'm totally excited
Yes, sir.
because now I know
Mm-hmm.
that when we do my show
Yes, sir.
or our show,
Yes, sir.
I like that. But I say mine, but I say you, but
Out.
it's ours.
Yeah.
But when we do it,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be able to take that network of people that you have,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
send out a blast.
Yes, sir.
And because one of the first shows I want to do is talking about finances for the youth, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
We want to get after those pastors.
Mhm, mhm.
We want to get after those teachers,
Mhm, mhm.
and that is going to be more powerful
Mm-hmm.
than just sending it through Ustream and just
Oh, yeah.
See, this is what I want to do. This is what
Mm-hmm.
Brother Green and I.
Mhm.
He has said to me, I haven't the marketing and the advertising.
Mm-hmm.
The sales of
Yes,
this
sir. Yes,
it
sir.
hasn't been there for you.
Right, right, right.
So that's where I come in,
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
One of the things that I brought to Brother Green, James Green, I
Mhm.
said to him, I said, if people come onto our network,
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure that they get some exposure through our network of people.
Mhm.
That blast goes out
Mhm.
to say that the Keith Gatlin show is on.
Right,
Tune in, and this is what
Right.
this is what he does.
right, right.
That's going to be huge
Right, right.
because I want to master that part
Yes, sir.
to be able to market, to send out an email to everybody and send these different shows around our network.
See, when we send out an email, sir, when somebody, because first of all, we're going to send out a video email.
Yes.
When we send out the video email to somebody,
hmm
when somebody click on to it,
Mhm.
we get a text back of the name, the email, and the phone number of that person
Nice.
while they're looking at the video.
And we send that to. That's what I want to get to. And send that information
Yes.
to the one broadcast,
Yes.
because they need to know that.
Yeah, they need
need
to
to
know.
know that these are all the emails, these
Right.
are all the numbers, and that's it's all like a spreadsheet,
Right.
right?
Right.
Of
Exactly.
in real time,
In real time.
how
In real
how their advertising dollars are working for them.
Right. Now, also, we'll get a text and we get information on when they have a link in the video to their website. So if they go to the website, guess what?
What?
They're real interested in what they're doing.
Of course, yeah.
So we got to send that information to them and say,
Yes.
hey, they're
Somebody
interested
clicking-
in what
somebody
you
clicking
because
on
somebody
you.
on your website.
Yeah.
Somebody's checking your website out.
Yeah.
And that way, that's how you pull your numbers up. That's how you get your clients. That's how you
Yeah.
get your customers.
And that's how you get your POI.
Yes.
Profits
Yeah.
Order.
That's right. That's right, Sir Marketing. That is absolutely
This
correct.
is what's exciting me. This is exciting me. And go ahead.
And we have that technology.
The technology.
Yeah. And we've had some big companies wanting to come and get that technology.
Yes.
But what they wanted to do, they actually wanted to raise the price on the technology. They wanted to raise the price on the technology that take our people out of the game.
Out of the equation.
Yes, because they want another certain level
Yeah,
of people to get this information or get the technology
Yes.
for them.
Yeah, because at the price levels that we're going to be doing it
Yeah.
at, it's
So
gonna be
we was like,
incredible.
no, we're not going to do that. We're going to keep it the same price, so we're not going to sell out to those big companies because guess what? We have the little companies trying to come up.
That's where we come small business.
Mhm.
We need these small business. The lines are open. I'm waiting for Ryan Cameron. And even Gatlin, you can come on in 404, even Patrick, 404-286-6700. Now, one of the things that really inspired me is that in the agency back here,
Mm-hmm.
is that we want to put on showcase talent. Showcase.
Oh yeah.
I'm more gospel right now,
Mm-hmm.
so to bring in talent back there
Mm-hmm.
and to be able to videotape them, and
Right. Right.
because we talk about starting a gospel label.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
You see,
Starting a gospel recording label.
all these I see some very
Yes,
talented
sir.
gospel artists that don't have a clue how to get into a contract or how to get themselves into the market.
Guess what? We're
Until
gonna show
now.
them. Until now. Because we're going to educate them. And we're going
Education.
to show them.
Yes.
And we're going to take them through the steps within to make it within the industry.
Yes.
On what they need to look out for, what not they need to look out for. You know?
It's gonna be quick too.
Oh, it's going to be quick. It's going to be quick because, see, there's no true quote-unquote gospel label. Because all of the gospel labels are tied to the secular label.
Ah,
Right.
I see.
Right.
So we got.
And
a
it's
little-
just like even with the media as well.
Yes.
The media, there's nobody educating businesses or ministries or anybody about how the media really, really works
Wow.
and how we can make this thing effective.
We're gonna change that. I think that one of the quickest ways to change it, and we talked about this, again, is through the youth.
Yeah.
So that's high on my list, and I have it written down. I got
Mhm.
something said all about the youth.
Yeah.
But one of the things I really had on the board, and I got on my phone, is media.
Yes.
If we teach the youth in the church how this works, they're gonna take it over just like that.
They deal with
They want it.
smartphones all the time.
They want it.
They want it. They deal with apps. They deal with smartphones. They deal with computers. They deal with tablets. That's how you get to them. Technology is their thing. That's their thing, is technology.
And then since it's their thing,
So since if you're not speaking technology, they don't.
that's why children tune out.
Right.
Because they want to use
Exactly.
But see, I watched my son. We was in church
Mhm,
last night,
mhm.
and I didn't really press him too much.
Mhm.
I really want him to put it down,
Mhm.
and he did.
Mm.
But he's over there,
Right.
and he's smiling. Right. Go ahead.
But why not? But why not let him make money
Right.
while he's
Soon as we show him the
Yeah.
money piece, it's over. Caller, you on the air?
Tip top of the morning, brother. Got a calendar down here, baby.
Hey, Brother Gavin, how you doing, beloved?
Man, everything beautiful, everything beautiful.
Good. Hey, listen, what you got on your mind? Go on and hit him in the head a little bit.
Man, look, I was just sitting here just listening to y'all chop it up, man. I'm sitting here counting all this money, and it's ironic because I was just having this conversation with a buddy of mine just about 2 days ago, and I was talking about like what you guys are talking about right now, you know, that internet marketing and how to build it and how to capitalize on it. But see, here's the thing that people are not recognizing, right? People are already marketing, right? But the problem is they're just one-dimensional in their marketing. See, they're marketing totally social.
Yes.
They're totally social with it, but they don't know that they're just one step across the threshold to turning that social marketing into economical marketing.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
You got it, buddy.
So to me, right? See, I'm not a big social marketer.
Me either.
Right? So I don't have 3,000-4,000 friends on Facebook because if I did, them 3,000-4,000 friends,
They'll be buying from me.
and look, at least half of them will be buying something.
Right.
I just don't see the relevance, the importance, the significance in having 5,000-6,000 people whom you don't have real personal relationships with, and not use that to some type of benefit for someone.
Now watch this.
Them.
Now watch this. I was talking to Ryan Cameraman today, ATL. Y'all can look that up. Ryan Cameraman, ATL. And he said this one lady, he was on the red carpet about 2 nights ago. The lady has 680,000 followers.
Wow.
And she ain't even using this medium right here to get to touch them. But once we share this with her,
Yes.
and said, let me show you how to take anything and attach that to that following, and watch how much money you make.
Because see, what you need to do, you got to separate. Okay, you got all these friends or whatever. You got to say, okay, which one is business and which one is just junk.
Yes. Hey, but okay, I like that. I'm going to let you finish that.
You know?
But how many people have only 2 friends, 3 friends? Nobody even has that many friends.
Right.
No, go ahead.
Right. So then it narrows it down, especially when you're doing business. It narrows down to where, okay, who's doing business with me and who's not doing
Well, it
business.
hinders you because you don't know.
Because you don't know
how to separate the two.
But once you go through our video email system,
right,
then you can tell, okay, these people are interested in
and they
me.
split off.
Yeah, and they spin off.
Yes.
Right, and then you know who to deal with.
Now you know how to have 680,000 people.
Right.
You
Now
know, 15 people want to do business.
Exactly. So it's just a social thing.
Right. What do you think about that, Gavin? Out of 680,000 people, she might only have about 15, 20 people that want to do business with legitimate business. Some people just press the follow button just to follow.
Exactly.
Because everybody else is doing it.
Right.
You know, when you raise your hands to the Lord, you know, are you really praising Him, or are you worshiping Him? Because you can praise God without worshiping. You can praise God. You put your hands up, and you're not really worshiping. You can praise Him. Anybody can praise God. Right? A child, when he wants something, what their mother or father pick them up, they raise their hand and praise, pick me up.
Right.
But now worshiping is a whole different thing.
Right.
So that's the same relevance. Are these friends, followers, or are these business associates?
Right.
Go ahead, Gatlin.
Man, my mind is running back and forth in the room right now while you're sitting there talking.
Uh-huh.
And see, here's the thing. Once again, man, at some point in time, particularly as black people, right? I'm talking to black people right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We got to sit down and we have to come up with a real business agenda.
Yes.
Because right now, we're just too focused on all the distractions, and we ain't taking care of no business, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
And that's where you come in. That's where you come in. That's where your brother comes in. That's where those guys that are selling the products that you distribute, that's where they come in, because they're messengers. And they got to go out. As you know, saying don't shoot the messenger.
You're right.
Well, you know, it's too late. Once the messenger get out there, they're actually the voice of what we're really doing.
Mm-hmm.
They're the next phase of what we need to do. Let me tell you something. America is going to be better off helping our youth, helping these kids.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care all the forces on the planet that want to see the demise, all these corporations that they really don't have a clear understanding of why they want to see all these kids put in jail just to get their products made and get their products sold.
Right.
If they realize that our kids are more valuable than that, they'll put their advertising, their marketing dollars into people like us to help them move their products and services. And we can save America at the same time.
Exactly.
Because we have so many America's going to have so many different problems, even with the A rating credits, and you know they got problems with the deficit and all that.
Right.
So you know, it behooves us really to stop practicing sending our children to jail and uneducating them, and then now educate them in ways that we can be effectively helping this country prosper.
Right.
What do you think about that, Gavin?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine? Go ahead.
Look, at the end of the day, like you said, we have to see our children, we got to begin to see our children as mutual funds, man. We got to begin to see them as stock. You know, at some point in time, it's going to reach an age of maturity when they're going to yield us, you know, exponential dividends.
Well, it's going to be a return on their investment. It's a return on investment. If we put the time into our children, children they're naturally, this is what they do. It's just like my mother, right? See, I naturally took care of my mother, take care of her in ways because of what the investment that she put into me. So she getting a return on investment at 80-something years old. She's like your father and mother, right? They still get a return on you.
Right.
They're still profiting from you after all what they put into you.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. And you know what? I could agree with that because a couple of years ago, my grandmother, she's about 83 now, and she had a stroke and she broke a leg all at the same time.
Wow.
And she was in the hospital. So before I went to, well, what I would do is I would go to the office and I would work, and when I got off, I would go up to the hospital and I'd spend the night with her, and I'd go back to work, and when I got off, I'd come back up to the hospital. So the people in the hospital, right, they was amazed that a young black man, would be at the hospital with his grandmother like that. And they said, well, what's going on with you that you would do what you do? And I said, well, it's like this here. I said, she took care of me when I couldn't take care of myself.
Oh, that mercy.
But that is why.
That's the return. That's the return. And a lot of people now, our children today need to be taught the same thing because they really have very little value to the parents that they put in. But the parent has to have value as well.
That's right.
If you want your children to have value.
That's right.
How you want your child to do something? How you think Mark would want to work with me if I didn't put the time and the energy in there?
Right, exactly.
He said, bump you. I ain't working with you.
I ain't doing that.
You know, I'm not helping you, and you ain't even helped me. Now he realized all the help that I did help him.
Right.
And now I'm getting a return on my investment.
That's right.
Brother Mark, now see that word time? See that word time
Yes.
that you're talking about right
Yes.
now?
Mhm.
See, really, you could do a show on time, and you need to go deeper into time and understanding what time is.
It's
Because
valuable.
see, parents need to understand, just because the children are in the house with you, that don't mean you spending time with them.
That's
Because
it.
most of the time, when you hear parents say, "Go in the room, go play your game,"
Somebody else is raising them.
go in the room
That's
and
right.
watch TV.
That's right.
Somebody else is putting time into them.
That
So
teacher.
look, see that's not time. It's not time with your children, man.
I like that.
Time
Yeah.
is doing the patience and sitting down, talking to them, showing them how to do things,
Lord have mercy.
Mm.
showing them how to do things, showing them the thought process that you go through when you're making decisions and why you're making decisions that you're making. See, that's time.
That's time.
That's time that can't be replaced by tennis shoes, video games, and a little pocket change, man.
See, that's value time. That's
It's
value
value time.
time.
Yes.
See, it has value.
That's right.
It has some monetary value as well.
That's right.
Because it will come back to you.
Yeah. It's gonna.
It will come back to you. Imagine putting your time into a child. You teach them business, business principles, business practices.
Right.
What's going to happen? The return on it. And listen, watch this, beloved. We, tonight, I want you. This is what I want you to meet with Danny Bug. Danny Bug is a motivational speaker. Danny Bug is he goes. He has. I think he has 11 championship rings.
Yes. He has
Okay,
11.
right, 11 of them. Now
11.
check this out, beloved.
11.
Danny Bug, what he does, he goes into the colleges. And just before, he speaks to them. And just before the games, he's doing the pep talk. He's a pep talk. And they win the championships. He has 11 championship rings
Yes.
for motivating our youth
Yes.
to be better. That's added value to a child. They will
Yes.
always remember Danny Bug
Mhm.
for that, for the
Right,
the investment that he's putting into them.
Right. Right.
It's going to be a return on that investment.
Oh yeah. It's already built.
Yeah, because every time they see him, they
Yes.
some of these guys are businessmen now, and they always
Brother
reaching.
Bugs, yeah. Just reach out and just say, look, I want to do this for you. I want because you've done this for me.
And big brother, I want to ask you a question. Do you see yourself putting on a program? Do you, brother Keith? Can you see yourself talking to the world on a platform that we develop?
Oh, I most absolutely do, bro. Because even when I couldn't see it for myself, people have been telling me that. People have been telling me. People have been speaking that vision. They've been tools for God for me to hear that message.
It's time. It's
So
time for you to use your voice. It's time to use your voice in this network.
It's going to take me to the next level.
It's time. This is what we're going to do, Brother Gatlin. I'm sorry, we're going to end this call, and he's going to begin to talk about some numbers. We're going to spend about maybe 4 minutes. If people want to know more, they just get in touch with me, because I'm going to be a sales rep, and I'm going to encourage you to be a sales rep as well down there, and be able to sell programming to people that need it. You feel me? So I thank you for everything that you do and everything that you are. Thank you. I appreciate you. I mean that.
I appreciate you too, bro.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to speaking to you before the day's out. We're going to go ahead and end this. Thank you, and shalom. Thank you very, very much.
Okay, brother.
Have an awesome day. You two and your family.
Okay, brother.
Peace and love. Okay?
Okay.
He set that off. I was waiting for Ryan Cameraman, but he's just like one of them ace in the hole anyway.
Right.
So it don't even matter. It don't matter. But I do want to talk about someone. I know you can go up or down, but a regular standard, talk to us. Regular standard, a show, 30-minute show.
Mm-hmm.
that they can broadcast every single day, 7 days a week.
Mm-hmm. Every single day, 7 days a week, will cost you $99 a month.
So for $99 a month,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to be able to broadcast for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does it have to be a particular time slot?
Yes.
You have to be slotted.
Yes.
You have to be
Has to be
slotted.
slotted. Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. But the beautiful thing about this, the network runs 24 hours a day.
So that means
So
they
you
can be
got
archived.
listeners.
Go
They
ahead.
can be archived. People can go and listen to them. We have an on-demand link to where people can go to and download. They can even download it to their phone and listen to it.
So if it's the Keith Gatlin show,
Yeah. Yeah.
they got the app, the Keith Gatlin, so they can listen
Yeah.
to all Keith Gatlin
Yeah.
stuff anytime they want.
That's right. That's right. Now, also bear in mind that it's 24/7, so you got people all the time of the day
Yeah, all around the world.
listening to the station.
Or listening to your broadcast.
Listening to your broadcast. You could be on 1 o'clock in the morning, and you got people in other countries listening to your
At
broadcast.
9 o'clock in the morning.
9 o'clock in the morning, 12 noon, 6 in the evening, 9 at night. You know, just listening to your broadcast.
And the beautiful part that I see about this
Mhm.
is how we're going to let other people know that the Keith Gatlin show is going to be
That's
on,
right.
and this is his slot.
And that's right. And also the other beautiful thing Sir Mark could do about it is that we're going to also teach them how to bring revenue in for their show. And we're going to teach them how to make revenue from their show. So we also got a return on investment vehicle built in to where we can say, look, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
This is how you need to pull sponsors in.
Yeah.
This is how you need to pull other folk in.
Yes.
To where you can make money and your money can
Because they
support-
see that you're making a difference in the community.
Right,
They would love to support that.
right.
I would love to see a banner around
Mm-hmm.
the show,
Mm-hmm.
around their broadcast,
Right.
where they can click.
Yeah.
You know, like it's anywhere. It
Yeah.
could be Sam's.
Right.
Boom, because Sam's supporting you.
Right.
Sam's is giving you $50 a month.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
They give you $100 a month.
Right.
And you're clicking Toyota,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. Yeah. Yeah. And we've got this network, but we're gonna make the network even huge all around the world. You know?
I'm excited because I it's like I've been wondering. I said, what am I gonna do, Lord God? And because fasting and praying,
Mhm.
things are coming a little bit more faster for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
know?
sir. Yes, sir.
We was in churches and denying my flesh.
Yeah.
The pastor said, how many people would here that's yearning for something that they can't have? I was like, raise the because what do I yearn for?
Yeah.
What am I seeking for?
Yeah.
I'm seeking God.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeking God to give me direction.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever He wants me to do,
Mhm.
and help me to be great at it.
Yes. Yes.
For all I can think about is the youth and how to move them beyond where they're at and
Right.
move them into a platform
Right.
where they can think for themselves.
Right. Right. Right.
Oh my God.
Right. They can learn how
Legacy.
to think critically. Because right now, what the system is doing, the school system is dumbing them down. And then when they get to a certain point, they don't know how to think critically. They really
And
don't.
not even logically.
Mm-mm.
So that's
and
another
then
word, logic.
And then the schools are really not teaching them in the way to where they're interested in school.
Man, listen, I didn't go on a speaking thing Monday like I thought because the teacher called back and canceled it because she was sick. But I did. If you go on YouTube
Mm-hmm.
and go on YouTube and go on Heavenly Body Project with no spaces,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna see what teachers are not teaching our students. It's
Yeah.
there. It's all there,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Youth and finance, youth and money, youth and economy. It's there.
Right.
Go in there. Even if you want a Sir Markadu with no spaces
Mm-hmm.
and pull it up, you'll
Right,
see it.
right.
It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
And so, but it's real.
Yeah, it's real.
But what else is real is that people like us care,
Yes.
and that we're gonna
Yes.
make a difference.
Oh yes.
So we're just gonna deal with a $99, 30 minutes a day,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a time slot, and we go on our homepage, and that's what I'm gonna be working with you on.
Okay.
I'd say, okay, shows, it's there anyway. It's in alphabetical order, A to A to D,
Line
A
up.
to, and so you look in there,
The
you say, where do you
ministry
fall? And it's gonna be hot.
Right.
That I'm gonna teach y'all how to do that. I can't wait to work
Yes,
with you
sir.
tonight, Danny Buck. What time you got? 8 o'clock
8
tonight.
o'clock tonight.
Go on the Praise House,
.com.
and they just come on, and he's
Yeah,
on.
Right. He's on. They don't have to do anything.
PraiseHouse.com, and they're on.
On.
If they want to call in,
678-805-8173.
say it again.
678-805-8173.
Okay, and then that's a call-in number. But make sure you go on to PraiseHouse.com tonight and be listening for the Danny Buck Show. And I'm gonna, I look like I'm gonna be there too. I might come in a little late,
Yes, sir.
but I'll be there. Danny's gonna be on for an hour.
Yes, sir.
But did we decide where we're gonna have it yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
But we'll let you know.
But even if I'm online,
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking online, you'll
Yeah,
hear my
yeah.
voice tonight
Yeah.
on the Danny Buck Show at 8 o'clock on the PraiseHouse.com. Make sure you share, make sure you follow, and make sure you comment.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless you.
I hope you have an awesome day, and I hope that He blesses every breath and every step you take. God bless you and your families, y'all. Peace and love. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
I want
something.
more of it. I love it. I love it. I want